Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back for another video, and today we're making bread rolls for Bakehouse Sunday. My bowl has 600 grams of plain flour. To it I'm adding some warm milk, olive oil, water, yeast, sugar, salts and an egg. I'm going to give it a little bit of a mix and then pop it in the KitchenAid. I mixed it at low for about 5 minutes and then gradually increased it to about 4 for another 5 minutes. The dough came out a little bit sticky, which is fine because once I rolled it out, it was perfectly fine. Beautiful smooth dough. I left it for its first rise. I left this for about 6 hours and look at this dough. It's beautiful. I love seeing a well-risen dough. So now I'm just rolling it out, dividing the dough as evenly as possible, but I am eyeballing it. And I'm rolling this out into little dough balls so I can prepare it for its second rise. As always, I will leave the recipe in the description box below. I got this recipe from Pinterest and she has amazing recipes and she's quite easy to follow, especially me as an amateur baker. I'm just loving watching her videos. I got 8 buns with that dough that I made, and I've floured the baking sheet so that I can leave it for the next rise. I've covered it with the same tea towel and I've let it rise for about an hour and a half, I'd say. And this is what it looks like after that. It was so soft already. This was supposed to be for dinner, but I totally forgot about them, so we're going to bake them for tomorrow. My plan is to make some of them into little balls and some of them into a bit of a knot shape. The way I get the knot shape is by flattening the dough and then rolling it up and then turning it vertically and then rolling it up again. Once they're all done to my liking, I'm going to cover it up again for the last rise, and I only left this for about an hour. And look at the little rise on this, it's amazing. Before I popped it in the oven, I brushed it with some melted butter. Baked this at 200 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes. I just kept checking on it, and look at these rolls, they look amazing. So like I said, 15 minutes later these little guys came out, and so yummy and so fluffy and so soft. I gave it another little brush with some melted butter, and look at that. That was probably my best roll. We cut some open and had it with some butter, even though we already had dinner, but these were too good to resist. Look at that. It was so soft. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you next time. Bye.